Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Raccoon. This is Where's My Service? The service is late. Actually, this is Let's Play Raccoon. In the last episode, we got our 7th treasure key. In this episode, we hit this switch and we take on Mugshot. And I swear, as much as I made Raleigh look like a cakewalk, you can die to him if you aren't totally aware of it, and I'd say that Mugshot is a bit more of a challenge because, well, it's Mugshot, you saw the guy.
What? My boys have been yapping about some big mysterious dude running around cracking skulls and this is it? You're the monkey wrench in my operation? Some scrawny rat with a stick. Hey, wait a second. I seen that stick before.
Maybe when my father knocked your block off with it.
Your father? Wow. You're a Cooper? You know, that Thingus Rackamagookus had a lot of nice pictures, but way too many big words.
So you don't mind just handing it over?
What? What, are you kidding? You break into my place, steal my stuff, trash the joint. I feel transgressed and violated. Let's rock!
So, detail I'm not going to show. If you try to hit Mugshot directly with your cane, it'll bounce right off, just like if you were to try and hit a safe. The trick is to get the mirrors. And do not stay in the line of fire in his line of sight for too long, because his bullets are very fast, and I do not have a lucky charm. Mind you, if you do try to hit him, he'll actually laugh in your face, so it's not like it's an uneven exchange. The thing is that he's very punishing. You mess up for even a split second and he's not going to give you time to regret it. Actually, if there is one boss that I'm worried about, it's the next one.
My beautiful gun is destroyed! Good thing I got a spare upstairs.
This part, somehow the heat from the crystals causes his guns to melt. This part is a lot trickier because you've got a lot less room to move. At least the mirrors are nice enough to block his attacks. Oh. I fell. And Mercy, Lucky Charm. Oh shoot, I hit the decoy button! What a waste of a Lucky Charm. I wanted roll. No! Oh boy. The roll is swift enough to get you past, but I very nearly dove straight into the next one.
My beautiful gun is destroyed! Good thing I got a spare upstairs.
I guess if there's enough distance between you and him, you can dodge the bullets. It's just... Which one am I missing? Oh.
Lungshot's too strong for your cane. You're gonna have to find some other way to stop him.
Uh-oh. Okay. I feel like I've won now because I know how to do this final part practically flawlessly. Watch me somehow mess it up anyway. He really should not be standing on that giant crystal chandelier, but...
This is impossible. A little pipsqueak like you, beating a big, strong bruiser like me? It ain't right. You want all of that stupid picture book? You're gonna have to go down to Haiti and cross paths with Miss Ruby. And then believe you me, you don't want to be you.
The mugshot section of the Thievius Raccoonus contained an entry from my gunslinging ancestor, Tennessee Kid Cooper. His specialty was the rail walk and rail slide, moves perfected through a lifetime of theft in the Old West. Getting out of town proved to be a little more challenging than getting in. Having just missed us, Inspector Fox went for the next best thing and dragged that canine steroid case off to jail.
Hot stuff with a badge, Collar's canine
That was
criminal.
the end of Mugshot's gambling empire, and Mesa City's citizens soon returned home. While me and the boys, well, we enjoyed the rest of our stay in America, and then returned to Paris, ready for our next mission.
Did Sly steal the stars out of the pavement? And it was one of those for Donkey Kong?
I figured out a way to get us to Haiti.
Alright, it's time for the Token Supernatural chapter.
The third member of the Fiendish Five was the infamous voodoo priestess, Ms. Ruby. Born into a family of mystics, other children found her scary. Teaching herself to summon the undead provided what few friends she had. A career in crime allowed an adult Ms. Ruby to punish the world for fearing her as a child. Chief mystic for the Fiendish Five, her powers allowed them to break both the laws of man and nature at the same time. Yet despite the whirlwind success of her youth, she managed to slip into obscurity. Last known sightings claim she headed out of civilization and deep into the Haitian jungle.
Sly Cooper in Vicious Voodoo. See, we've already got a voodoo doll of us, so yeah, this place is gonna be creepy.
Sorry, Sly, but this is one mission you will have to accomplish without me.
You don't believe in ghosts, do you?
Sure I do. My scanners have picked up verifiable paranormal activity. But that's not the problem. This swamp is oozing with disgusting mold and bacteria.
Suck it up, Bentley. We got work to do.
All right, then. Don't forget to use the new move you learned from Mugshot section of the Thievius Raccoonus.
You mean the Raccoon Rail Walk?
The roots and vines around here are perfect for that. All you gotta do is,
Jump and hit the circle button.
especially where you see the bark has been worn away, and where it's super slick from icky slime and moss, you'll rail slide like a skater grinding pipe.
I'm liking it.
Yeah, just because it said rail doesn't mean that it only works on metal. Although really, I think any of the Koopa ancestors could do it. For some reason, we have to get all our answers from a book. I think actually this is the point where all enemies, save the flashlight guards, are going to be deadly no matter when you hit them, so don't do that. I think the mosquitoes are basically the equivalent of the hammer or plank wielders in the previous areas because of how they go up and down. And we don't care, we have water safety tips. But I did actually find out, I don't exactly know where, but if you're doing the Master Thief sprint, from this drum you can actually jump to that ground over there and cut out a huge chunk of the level. Of course I shouldn't do that because I'll miss all the bottles involved. Yeah, this is quite disturbing. And if you die to them after breaking them free, I remember that the head recoils in disgust as if your dead body is more disturbing than what it is, basically. Tree monsters, basically. The problem with this place is that with all the green, it's very easy to miss clue bottles or to spot something in the distance and think there's a clue bottle. And here is the flashlight guard for the area. Clearly we want to creep past when he's not shining it down. Hex in hand and a voodoo skull that works like a torch. And a candle on his head.
That's Miss Ruby's lair. To get in, you'll need that key on top of a tiki pedestal in the guard compound. There's a bad mojo force field protecting it, so you'll have to destroy all 5 of the purple candles surrounding it.
No problem.
Don't get cocky or you'll end up with your head shrunk to the size of a pea. You've got to get past those voodoo guards, and I'm warning you, they're made and they work like a team.
So do we, buddy.
Yeah, just like the previous era, if they spot you, they all gang up on your last position, regardless of whether you killed the guy or not. There's also clues around here which I very much want to have. Be careful how you approach, and you won't have to worry about them ganging up on you. Incidentally, this is the level where I learned that the developer name for the flashlight guards in each area is the Smart Guard. And yet for some reason I'm probably going to call them flashlight guards, even though barely any of them use flashlights. And there's the chest, and we killed them all so we can destroy the candles at our leisure.
You've done it! The mojo force field is... Press the circle to enter the vault code.
Darn, I missed whatever that conversation was.
And I always do my math right.
If my math is correct, and they always is, if my calculations are correct, and they always are,
then the combination has got to be 588.
You know what that makes me think of? That one episode from Stormhawks involving the dragons.
but that's impossible, unless I... No, I miscalculated.
No, wait, no, it wasn't that one. It was the one with the rockets. Where Piper says, I always do my math right. Except for that one time she didn't, and they missed the target.
Magnetic field created by a rolling raccoon. Now your raccoon roll move will really pack a punch. Plus, it should give you a nice tingling sensation.
So, what does that mean? It means that the roll, provided you don't go headfirst into the water. When you roll across the ground, you have this is basically an attack now. Really handy. But not if you start in the air. You have to touch the ground before the field kicks in. And we actually got through a surprisingly good deal of it. Enough for one more level.
My paranormal scanner is maxing out on that structure.
A reading like that could only be coming off Ms. Ruby herself.
I think you're right, Sly. If you want to crack at Ms. Ruby, you're going to have to find a way inside that skull temple.
Well, it's not like we've got anything better to do, right? Incidentally, you can actually backtrack up these slopes just by jumping in their direction and tapping circle. But I don't think that's how you're supposed to get up this one. I think you're supposed to use the rail walk up there. Now I'll shut up. Yeah, so there's what her scheme is.
They seem to have this gate locked up pretty tight. Must be something pretty valuable in here. A couple more treasure keys should give us the answer.
Alright then, let's have a look out for some treasure keys. Oh wait, what did it say this map was? The Grave Undertaking. Alright, we have 10 minutes to burn. So important thing to note, it takes 3 hits to take out those vines. And right at the start, we can see the end.
Be on your guard here. My paranormal scanners show this place is really
I mean, we already knew that when we got attacked by a gopher ghost.
Now that was very interesting. When you smash that gravestone, the ghost stop coming. It must be some kind of ghost generator. Maybe if you smash them all, you'd be safe.
Yeah, basically in this level you're going to have infinitely spawning goblin ghosts, or gopher ghosts rather. And you need to, rather than defeat them, you need to destroy the gravestones. Ow! Just the right angle for me not to be able to fight him off. And now we have ninja spire jumps that are not always safe to land on. And it just so happened that each of them was right next to a mojo candle producing the force field to block off the next area. And now we have a wall crawl that isn't always safe, because it has spinning lasers with it. Oh! I guess it touched my nose. I've already forgotten what the... oh right, I'd forgotten what the ability we got from it the first level was. It's the electronic brawl. This is one of those moments where you can see two routes and you know that you want to take the wrong one because that's where they're going to have clue bottles hidden. There's a safe over there, must not forget it. Not the big safe, the small ones that have more clues in them. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be gopher ghosts up here. There's the safe, but we want to get these blue bottles over here. And if we fall, it's either going to be a bottomless pit damage, or we're going to have to do a lot more of the level all over again. I did see the clue bottle, I just want to deal with this first. Well, it's not alive. Wait. How did we miss so many clue bottles? And the thing is, this level didn't have an unstoppable wall somewhere, so we can just backtrack as we want, so skim ahead, I'll get back to you when I've found everything. Okay, this is an episode I'm going to have to take my own advice and come back when I have the plans Ms. Ruby has for the swamp, because I honestly can't figure out where I could be missing that many bottles, sorry. Either way, next time on Let's Play Sly Raccoon, we've got other treasure keys to find in order to find our way deeper into the swamp. Until then guys, take care, we'll see you all around.